Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Atlanta Falcons. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Got it?
50. Mike's 50. Come, boy.
Go.
Mike's 50, Mike.
Now they try the right side here. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
At the 20-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Hey, Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Watch the pass.
Operating from the gun. Chandler under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Take it at the 37. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
No. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. He runs. Show it up. Slam. 25, check 25, check 25, check 37, check 37. Check. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. Half 10.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a handoff looking right. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Five wide.
On 2nd and 12, Allen nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
He's crossing. He's checking crack. 6 gone. Check 6 gone. Joker. Say.
Hey, Echo.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And he's going to go down again. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ready?
It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
Hey, my 7.
Give me something. Here we go. Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. It's going to be a long day. Let's go.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Now they try the right side here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 46-yard line.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
You draw courses.
Don't be scared of it.
2.
Now a handoff looking right. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Ready.
50. Mike 50. Okay, double up.
Let's go.
To throw on 3rd down. Chandler, blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. And for the defense, their 3rd sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. And they're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
Ready? 56, right there, 56. Bring it, bring it. Check 26, check 26. Hatch it. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 43.
Alert!
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he's able to get it out of there. .44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Ready?
Hey, 50.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Hey, defense.
Big seven.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now they try the right side here. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Mike's 49.
Get it.
Back to throw. Chandler airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Hey, exit.
58's the Mike. 58's the Mike.
To throw, it's Allen. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
On 3rd down, Allen. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, 1st down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a handoff looking right. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Here we go. Set. 60 outlaw.
Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a big shot.
Fire.
From the gun, Chandler. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
56.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Allen, rush coming, and he's taken down. Tack McKinley able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Hey, dude.
56. Yo. 56 the Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Allen, and that is incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Taking it about the 36. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with 3rd down coming up.
Ready up.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. All day, baby, all day.
And a give this time to the tailback. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. On 4th down, Chandler. Pressure gets there, and he goes down. Now there's also a flag, but this might be on the offense anyway. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
On 1st down, Allen. And this complete to Mitchell. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. 49 yards. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And an alley to run. And he's into the clear. The 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. That's going to be a 103-yard kickoff return. What a run, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
56. Hey, team 6.
56, Mike, 56.
Now Allen to throw on 3rd down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The Bills send the punter out. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. No. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game will just start all over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Allen now on 1st down. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Check.
Alert.
Check 3.
Alert.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Shift. We got it.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Looking downfield for Jones. It got his man complete. It's a gain of 35.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
5 wide. Middle. Check 9.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down.
Watch the safety creep. Switch.
From the gun, it's Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hampton. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And he'll give it here to his running back. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Alert! 56. Mike's 56. Watch the slap.
Hey, box drop.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
They don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Let's go.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try the left side. Riggs. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Let's get it.
Ready.
Guys, Mike, 49. Watch the blast.
On 2nd down now. Riggs. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Tight end right.
Go, go.
Got 4.
To throw on third down. Chandler, he's got Cruz complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41. And to give this time to the tailback. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Under 10. Under 10. 10. Hey, alert 3. Alert 3.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Brings up third down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you meant, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Quentin Williams picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack on 1st down, Allen. And the grab by Croft. A gain of 28 yards there, and give him a 1st down. Allen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Allen's throw is complete, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Half 85, half 85.
Check out.
Hey, Haywood.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
58. Mike, 58, right there.
I love it.
Here we go.
Bud.
58, Mike. Oh, you got deep? Check.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen, it's caught. Mitchell, 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down. Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You can't block me. 36.
Kill. Any weapon.
No.
Regular. That's 10.
Double up.
Hey, Delta. It's it.
And here's Allen. From the gun, he'll throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Five wide. Smooth. Is that?
56. Check 56.
Allen operating from the gun. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Bravo.
They get in with us. Mike 56. Here we go. 56. Mike 56. Right there. 56. Let's go. Get that. Our time. It's our time.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. That is caught by Mitchell for a Bills touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bills have once again taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Look at me. Zipper.
Motion out of the backfield.
Get it.
Looking to throw. Chandler eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
58, the money. Hey, let's get in that hole. What's that? 58, right now.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
I got you. I got you. Out. He's checking crack. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Joker.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Back. Jim. Check three. Mike 56. We don't want this.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And this one is right through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Let's go now.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
Watch twins. Watch twins. You got
6-6. Pull it high.
You got tight right there. Twins. You got.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. He's got a man complete. 30. 10. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the